Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name, I just wanna be famous. But I don't want that cheap fame, no, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I'll commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you're going hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself.
Let's get into it. Who's ready for some fun? Yeah, you guys want to play some games? You want to play stupid games? You want to win stupid prizes? Yeah, that's right. Some of you want to play games. Some of you want to win stupid prizes. You guys don't know. You guys don't know what's up and what's down, what's left and what's right, because your brains aren't functioning properly. You definitely don't have a functioning brain. You definitely don't have a functioning brain. There we go. This is what's the new one. You loopy-loo, you wackadoodle loopy-loo sociopath gang stalkers are pathetic excuses for a human life. You will reap what you sow. Me on here is throwing pearls before swine. If any of you know what that means, feel free to comment in the comment section here what throwing pearls before swine means. So if you have anything to say about your experiences with gang stalkers, the infamous ones that are running rampant upon the internet, if you've had any experiences with these individuals personally, please feel free to comment in the comment section. Don't be shy. This is a safe space here. All trolls will be removed. They're not allowed to harass in my comment section. They're not allowed to run wild up in my streets. I will stick my foot up their asses and they will be removed. If not metaphorically, they will be removed physically from there. There's another threat. I have lots of rope to hang you motherfuckers on. So who wants to tell us your story? Who thought that the insane episode from last night was an epic display of true journalism? Who thought that the self-proclaimed journalism displayed journalistic qualities? I was the horse on display for all the world to see, and you could have got the story right from the horse's mouth, but you didn't want it. You did not want the story from the horse's mouth. You wanted to continue to follow the swine's lies. The snafu swine snaps lies. This is what you choose to do. Casting pearls before the swine. Excuse me. I put the wrong word in it. I don't know why I said throwing. It's casting. It's casting. It's casting. My bad. It's been a long day. See, I haven't been hiding out in the garage. I haven't been waiting for the internet to fire up with somebody that you can get on there and harass. I haven't been on there. I'm not trying to get into the nonsensical bullshit with you loopy-loos. You loopy-loos, you sit and you wait. And you're like, when can I go live? When's my favorite YouTuber going to go live so I can harass them on my end of the screen and say, I don't gang stalk you. I've never been in your chat. I'll only share your videos insistently. Since day one. So anybody witness that insanity from last night? Did anybody witness it? Any of you 8 people in here, and good evening, Lynette. Any of you 8 people in here witness that insanity last night? I should have probably unblocked Red 40 and Cock Gobbler, but nah. I had to block them because they were distracting me from what I was saying, because they're nothing but a bunch of followers who wish they had the ability to have a voice. So they have to cling on to other people and make their snide remarks in their comments. You know, I wish I was drunk yesterday. I wish I was drunk. It would have been a little more purposeful to deal with the insanity that I dealt with. But doing it sober wasn't very fun. It wasn't very fruitful. There was nothing productive that came from that effort. Am I the only one? I know I'm not. I know a few of you, but I'm referring to the general consensus. Am I the only one who witnessed someone crashing out in silence? I might have crashed out, as you guys like to say, with my frustration and my verbal loudness. But this is what I've always been. If you lie to me, if you try to manipulate me, if you try to gaslight me, you're going to get a pissed off son of a bitch. It was more, it wasn't anger, it wasn't triggered. It was more of complete and total frustration of me wanting to rip my hair out, because I might as well have been talking to a fucking a chihuahua. A chihuahua understands the words that are coming out of my mouth more than a nitwit with sociopathic issues, narcissistic deviancy, and total mental delusions that exude from that woman. I can't even explain it. I found if I was to have a beer and go to a local pub that had some clean taps, I would probably get me a Blue Moon with NFO. And if you know what NFO is, okay. But I would probably have me a Blue Moon in a nice frosted mug. So, what's up, Jethro? You come over here to be a trader? Huh? What's up, Jethro? You like her? Does your wifey know that you like a narcissistic sociopath, garage dwelling tramp who would probably fuck you for $50 so she could get her insurance or her license plate to DoorDash? You could take a trip to Atlanta. I bet she'd suck you and fuck you for $100. You know, you wouldn't have to worry about getting caught online per se. You have zero context. The ones who don't lash out are often usually lash out heavy. Well, I've been putting up with this shit from these gang stalking fucktards for the last 6+ years. And like I said yesterday, and I've said it multiple times in the past, that most of you, well, then you got a real twisted relationship. Good for you. Most of you couldn't handle what I've been through. And I can guarantee it. Most of you, first of all, you couldn't afford it. You wouldn't have been able to pay the amount of money that I've paid out of my pocket to defend myself from these fucking scumbag losers on YouTube. I guarantee it. I guarantee that you couldn't handle what I've been through. Sorry, brother. I like the taste of Blue Moon. I like a blonde. Females in general, I like a blonde. And I like, a dirty blonde. I don't like a lager. My tastes have changed. And I don't really care much for microbrews because they're so hard to chase down. They're so hard to get. And I might as well, I know, I might as well buy Old English and orange juice. Well, this is what I like. Don't hate the hater. Hate the beer. Don't hate the game. Whatever it is. I like it, and I don't even drink it that often. But when I do, if I go and have a steak, I'll usually get a Blue Moon with NFO. Hate me if you will. Just honest. I ain't gonna lie to you and tell you I like some cool fucking drink or this, whatever. I know. It's a commercial fucking beer, whatever. If I could find me a microbrew or a beer that was similar or had good flavor, I'll drink that too. But I don't drink beer too often, so when I'm somewhere where I'll drink, it's usually got Blue Moon. So there we go. Enough of the beer talk. So has anybody watched that debacle from last night? I know, Lynette, you watched it. Jethro, I don't know if you watched it or if you were over there in support of your new favorite YouTuber who, you know, I don't know. I question you guys who go over and support these narcissistic sociopaths. What's up with you, Jethro? I know you did. You can do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck, but makes me question you. But hey, you hang out with fucking Bao and his bullshit, and he's kind of a gang stalker in his own right if you don't know that. If his entire existence is sharing other people's content, then he's kind of in the same category. Just like Nicole Michelle Riley, your new favorite YouTuber. She claims that she's a journalist, and she claims that she's a content creator. But I'm pretty sure that she hasn't created any content of her own in a long time. She shares my videos. She shares other content creators' videos. I haven't created videos in a long time. I created a couple of ones yesterday, and today I created videos. I put an effort into it. I put somewhat thought into it. A spontaneous video with my screen recorder on my phone while I'm taking a few minutes off of my busy day, making a video that I uploaded, and it's not a live stream. And So if you guys want to support who you want to support, go for it. Well, I don't really care what Bao does. I really don't care what anybody does on their channel. What I care about is someone who fucking harasses and stalks me on behalf of another fucking asshole who has harassed and stalked me for over 3 years. That's when I start caring. Or when you write bogus PPOs out on me, or you write or contact law enforcement and you try to get me hemmed up, then you're going to have a problem with me. Bao can do what he wants. Sometimes, well, I haven't watched him in a long time, but a while back when he was yapping about me and harassing me a little bit, I went and watched this shit when he used to interact with you guys, and I thought that he was kind of funny. But now I think the last time I went and checked him out was maybe, I don't know, a month ago, maybe longer. I just went in there to see, and he's just sitting there watching the videos along with everybody in the crowd. I guess you guys are audience, whatever you are. You're smoking weed, but you're not smoking weed together. You're at home smoking weed by yourself, or maybe with a friend or a wife or a husband or whoever you're doing it with. But you're not doing it with everybody in the chat. You might claim you're doing it, but that's not my smoking. That's not my definition of what I would call smoking weed with people. I would be in person, passing the joints around, matching doobies, and just have a steady. You never go without a joint in your hand. That's what we used to do in my chat rooms. So, if you guys have any comment to say about witnessing the epic journalism from yesterday, ignore my yelling and my outrageous behavior. Pay attention to what I was saying to the crazy woman. Did you notice that she refused to answer any questions that were presented? I presented many different questions, and she couldn't answer. She refused to answer. It's amazing when you present the simplest question to these individuals who claim to be amazing, incredible journalists and expect you to support their journalism. And when you ask a simple question or expect them to ask you journalistic questions, quality style, informative questions, and she never answered me any question. She never answered any fucking question. She never asked me any question. Why don't you tell me? She is amused by you? Well, Jethro, you're about as dumb as a fucking bag of fucking shit dicks. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm amused by you. Clearly, you're not somebody that should be here. You should go hang out over there. You shouldn't be here. Your stupid comments show your true fucking colors. You think she's amused by me? You're so fucking enamored by her tattooed titties that you think that she finds me amusing? Is that what you really think? Do you even have any idea of who and what she is and the type of fucking person she is and the I guess you would call it content that she continuously creates? You've probably watched what, 2 fucking videos of her? Because she goes, ha ha! You really think, do you know anything about psychiatric fucking deficiencies? Do you know anything about psychiatric disorders? You can't see that she's mentally fucking ill? You really can't see that? What's up, hardcore casual? Long time no see. Well, if SGV is live, go fucking over there and watch. Go watch. Get the fuck out of here. Go watch SGV, whoever the fuck that is. Go fucking watch him and kick rocks, bro. I don't give a fuck who's live. Clearly, I'm live. And if you don't want to watch me and you want to try and promote somebody else, Get the fuck out of here before I block you again. Shut your fucking mouth and either hang out here or go the fuck elsewhere. It's not that fucking difficult to comprehend. Oh, you had no idea. So your opinion or your impression of her is that she finds me amusing. Well, I thought she did find my Jethro, or not my Jethro, excuse me, my John Boy, my Walton's outro. She found that pretty funny. I seen her smirking and laughing. She thought she liked that. She follows me like a hardcore fucking crackhead. She watches my shit. She's clearly got some sort of infatuation with me, and it's not just because of Snafu Snaps. She's clearly paying attention to me, and she's like a little kid in the elementary school, that's picking on the one that she likes. Aside from her required behavior on behalf of Snafu Snaps, you guys don't even know who Snafu Snaps is. Most of you don't. And if you knew who he was and you knew what I went through, and see, if your favorite YouTubers like, say, Bao Win or James Freeman or John Georgie Philax or Lackluster or High Impact Flicks, or you name the really cool First Amendment YouTuber, you name them. I don't know. She's probably watching soon, or maybe she's out door dashing. She'll pull me live, but maybe not. She might have been really butthurt of what the things that I said, and she was getting hammered pretty hard in her own comment section after that. Not much, but enough to make her, question her own sanity. So the First Amendment community had all the opportunity in the world to share what I went through 6 years ago, where YouTubers in the Snafu Snaps and Mad Mystic world realm, which is the truther community, they inadvertently, wink wink, were harassing me by the hundreds on my channel because I exposed the bitch named Shauna Sierra Connor, and her channel was Face It Fearless Preps. She was stealing donations. She wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. She was lying, making up stories, just an extremely delusional individual, kind of like a mad mystic. And I was trying to collaborate with her, trying to help her channel grow while helping my channel grow, and trying to do the YouTube thing. And she went off the deep end because she's crazy, and no fury like a woman scorn, right? And so, yeah, she said it's because of some vet fund. Would you like to know? What's up, Maria Haunted Hellcat Parabot? So, would you like to know, Jethro Miller, about her alleged claims of veteran charity fraud? Would you like to know about it, or are you just commenting to comment? I know you have a hard time sticking around and watching me because you want to go to Bao's type of channel or Bao's channel itself and sit there with a whole bunch of people and say stupid shit in the chat and act like you're really hanging out with people while you're watching Bao share dumb fucking videos. It's all good. If you want to know what I fucking know about veterans charity fraud, which is very minimal, I'll tell you. But if you don't really want to know and you're just commenting the comment, just say so I don't waste my breath. Because there's really no point in me rehashing it again and again and again if you really have no interest in knowing what she's yapping about when she talks about veterans charity fraud, which is what it is, her yapping. Would you like to know? Or would you not like to know? It's up to you. I've said it in the chat yesterday. There's not much more to follow or to say about it other than I had nothing to do with it. But, well, it's hard to follow what I'm saying sometimes because you don't stick around. You don't stick around to hear the full fucking story because you have a really short attention span, and you're jumping from my channel to Bow's channel to God knows where else to try to figure out, ooh, when's they going live? When they going live? And then you miss what I'm saying, and you come back and go, what I miss? You go to Bow's channel. If Bow goes live, you sit there and you don't touch your fucking keyboard unless you're fucking typing in a comment to another fucking viewer in the chat to say, I don't know what, but I witnessed it myself. And so if you don't stick around, you're probably not, because I have a hard time keeping my focus because I've been through so much shit in the last 6 to 7 years or more. It might even been 8 years when it comes to YouTubers. And my mind goes a million miles an hour in a million different directions because none of you come into this chat and actually speak about something that I can discuss. I would do on purpose 4-hour, 5-hour, 6-hour live streams just to sort of mock Lane Myers for his extremely long live streams. And then in my live streams, I would tell stories and I would talk about stuff that I've experienced and things that have happened to me, whatnot, yada, yada, yada. And I would say that if any of you are sitting here and listening to me and you find something that I say interesting and you want me to elaborate further instead of just a quick, brief synopsis of what happened, mention it in the comment section or speak about it in the live chat right now, and I will stop what I'm doing and I will focus on that story and explain and tell you what went down. Not one motherfucker out of all the videos I did where I said that in every fucking video ever came to my comment section and said, can you tell me the full story about what happened about Blizzy Blase Blue? No. So, well, there you go, Miss Gigi. I don't know, Miss Gigi, are you Gone Girl? You know, now I'm going to be accused, which I don't really give a fuck. I'm going to be accused of supporting Gigi, which is Gone Girl 777. I knew your screen name, didn't know you, just seen your name, screen name in Marfugel's chat. That's Gone Girl 777, and that was it. You would come into my chat every now and again. You was cool, never had a problem with you. At least I think I remember you coming into my chat, and you didn't stick around long. You pop in and then you disappear, then you just totally disappeared. But I hear a lot of things about you. I hear that you have multiple accounts and you're pretending to be you and somebody else. You know, you're somebody else's on a different screen name, which I don't know what that's really a big deal because everybody, you know, all of they have multiple different screen names and they have sock accounts, whatever. My question is why, if you do have multiple screen names and you are jumping from one screen name to the next, whatever. I don't know if you are. I'm just saying that's what I hear. I don't believe in none of what I hear and all of what I know, or some of what I hear, and mostly none of what I know, however you want to say it. But why, if you're doing that, why would you do that? Why don't you just stay as Gone Girl? Why don't you just stay as one screen name and just say it like it is? Why change if you're doing that? I'm not saying you are, but if you're doing that, because Shauna used to do that to me. Snafu Snaps has done that to me, where they would change their screen name, but the things that they said, you automatically knew it was them. And so, I don't care what you do, Gone Girl. If you were given money, donating, whatever, you felt bad for her, that's your business, I guess, but you know, I would tell people who have money to, or don't have money to give away, maybe you should refrain from giving large sums of money on a regular basis. You know, I guess you're a little older. You're probably well aware of and familiar with the Jim and Tammy Faye Baker bullshit back in the day. And okay, you're on Facebook and you lost so many channels because I don't know how you could lose channels because of Snapu Snaps. I've never lost a channel because of him. I've blocked him to the point where he has to call me on my cell phone and harass me, but I've never lost a channel due to him. I know that he's lost channels. He's never in all the fucking years that I've known him, which is not that many. It's only 6 fucking years since like mid January or mid 2019, like June, July. I heard him on Marfoogle, and I was like, yeah, this guy's kind of he's all right. He didn't really bother me. He would try to be part of the show and whatnot, and I never went and subbed to him because I just didn't find him worth subbing to. And then long story short, I helped him, or he was trying to stop Iggy MB5679 and Red Pill News Dispensary from fucking with Marfoogle, because Marfoogle did promote them and help them grow their channels. And then once they got to 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers, then they turned on Marfoogle and started attacking him. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe because they're jealous. Maybe because they're pogo channels and their entire purpose is to have all this infighting and drama and nonsense. I really couldn't tell you. I don't really care. And I really didn't give two fucks that the dude was harassing Marfoogle. It was none of my business. It wasn't none of my business that Red Pill was harassing Marfoogle. But what I made my business is I don't like bullies and I don't like liars. So I involved myself not just because of it was not just because of anything. It was because I don't like liars and bullies, and I thought to myself that I need to grow my channel, and what better way to grow my channel than to get all the people who support Marfoogle and other people to see that I can come in and I can handle the fucking business, and I can knock these guys' dicks in the dirt, so to speak, and I can get them to shut up. And the drama and the battles and the pissing contest hit pieces never ended. Where they just started to ensue. Well, when they crossed the line, Squiggy, which is MB5679, when he crossed the line and started calling me a snitch, and most people would say, "Well, why would you care if you weren't a snitch? Why would you care?" Because that's a very powerful lie. And telling the masses on YouTube that I was a snitch, not only was it a lie, but it was very dangerous, because you don't just go make false accusations about somebody that you don't know is true. And to tell all of society, or whoever's watching YouTube, that I was a snitch and I went to prison for it, somebody might see me somewhere out in the street and actually believe that shit and try to do something to me, and then I might have to defend myself and do something to them. And so then my whole point was meeting him is to tell him how dangerous his lies are, and that lies can get someone hurt or killed. So, nonetheless, I did what I did for my own self-serving purposes to help my channel grow, or to get my channel to grow, and it didn't do anything but backfire on me. Yeah, my channel grew. I got, not all because of Marfoogle, but I was in the mix, whatnot, and I got my channel. If you broke down all the numbers, I probably got about maybe 1,200 subscribers, give or take a couple of bucks from Marfoogle. But the other half I got on my own. I earned it, and I had a decent following until the Shauna bullshit, where she started gang stalking me, and I stopped going online because I was trying to lay low from her bogus PPO and blah 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 blah. So, I've been through a lot of shit. I've been harassed. I've been gang stalked. I've been swatted. I've had, I've been tased in the back from about 12 feet away by a corrupt cop who was listening to Shauna's bullshit and the rest of them because they were calling the fucking sheriff's department, calling my work, calling the FBI. I had the FBI come investigate me, because they claimed I was a domestic terrorist, and it goes on and on and on and on. So I've been through hell, and I've had enough, and I'm not taking any more from you fucking people on the line. If you want to come in here and be cool, you want to listen to what I got to say and hear my truth, and it's not my truth, it's the truth coming from my experience about these people, stick around and listen to it. Ask questions. Come in here and say something. Like Gigi's finally saying something. Most of you guys come in here, you don't say shit. You did. Let me go up to. I know you're gone, girl. So let me go up to Jethro where he says we did not watch Lane just because of his legal stuff. Well, no, I gotta go up. I just had another one. Because we watched him because he was entertaining as well, and he knew that. Well, I could be entertaining as well when I'm not being gang stalked and harassed and fucked with, because then I focus my attention on those assholes who are fucking with me and harassing me. So then I have to give it back to them, because two wrongs make a right. So I guarantee you that Nicole Michelle Riley will give up before I do. I guarantee it. She hasn't seen the relentless prick that I can be yet. I've been really cool with her to this point. You ask anybody who communicates with Snafu Snaps, you get an opportunity to say, you really decided to fuck with that guy, Bad Apple Media? Didn't you know better? Didn't you know that he wasn't going to lay down and roll over and you weren't going to fucking walk on him? Of all people on the internet, it should have been him to know. But anyways, I watched Lane Myers because I thought he was legit, and then I come to realize that he wasn't legit. He was a liar, he's a phony, and a manipulator. And if you guys don't see that, and you only see him for his entertainment, and entertainment as in he's really good and he's this, no, entertainment as he's a fucking clown, and you couldn't wait for him to crash out for the next time that he fucking does something stupid. I would try to give him advice, tell him, hey, I wouldn't do that if I was you, but you do what you want, but this, you're going to regret it. And then all of the fucktards in the chat would attack me as if they wanted him to crash out, because that's what they wanted. This is what most people in this chat do half the time, is troll me and want me to crash out. So I didn't find him very entertaining. I found him to be very brazen and very brash and harsh and irrational and somewhat maniacal. That's what I found Lane Myers to be. The first time I heard him, it was in the courtroom when he was yelling and screaming and cussing out everybody. I said, because, I used to play chess in prison, 4D chess. And I said to myself, what's up with this guy? This is something that you don't see every day, and that's pretty fucking wild. And so he's either going to crash and burn real fucking hard, or this is some type of ploy. Because I knew the backstory of Myers, where his wife or girlfriend or whoever was a clerk for a federal judge, and this, that, and the third, and then he went down and was harassing people at a federal building, and there's just so many things, because I've been watching you people online long enough to know who the phonies are right off the rip. Some people might not be as recognizable as phony right off the rip, but it won't take long. So I finally realized that Lane Myers, it wasn't who he claimed he is or was. And he's still not. His little incident that got him into that entire mess was not organic. He went out of his way. He waited for the police to show up so he can inject himself back into the fucking problem and get himself into trouble. It was too choreographed. I don't care what any of you say. I'm very observant. I'm extremely hypervigilant, and I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So anyways, Miss Gigi, I'll get to you. Here we go. I don't know what you meant by no, I don't. And she says that she's on Facebook and she lost many channels because of Snafu Snaps. I don't know how you would do that, but you might have explained it in one of these comments. Then I tried to stay close to Gone Girl name, and that didn't work. Well, then, I don't know. You never run from what you know. If it wasn't working because you had a bad reputation or whatnot, it's really not the name. I've changed my channel name 4 times and hasn't done anything but put me further and further outside of the algorithm, which is not really why I'm here. But whatever. They kept taking down your channels, and then you were suspended from your job because someone made a claim of pedophilia and has done all kinds of shit to me. Well, do you have proof that you lost your job because they claim that you were involved in pedophilia? Do you have that proof? Gigi, Gone Girl, have you contacted your local law enforcement and made any police reports on Snafu Snaps and his bullshit? It's a simple question. It only deserves a simple answer. Is either yes, you did, and no, you haven't filed. Yes, I did file police reports, or no, you didn't file police reports, and then I'll elaborate further. I don't need a real long explanation. I'm trying to find people. The more people that I can find who have actually contacted law enforcement on him over his bullshit and his harassment, I'm trying to locate those who have this information so I can gather the information, police reports, whatnot, through FOIA requests, and I could submit all of this to the authorities, whether it be the courthouse that exonerates me, through a dismissal, or it's, to the FBI office that's in a secret location that I know about because a friend of mine's a law enforcement, and he told me where the secret FBI office is where they're conducting investigations on particular people in particular places. And so when that time comes, I'll do it. But anyways, they kept taking him down. We suspended from a job. I know I screwed up. I tried to help someone in a horrible situation. I had the money to do it, and she wanted to listen to Snafu Snaps and Kate, a crew, not me. Well, there's nothing wrong with being compassionate and having empathy for others. But one thing that I've come to the realization that most people online, especially content creators, are not good people. They're phonies, they're fakes, they're liars, and they're not who the common viewer thinks they are. I've had many conversations and dealings off the internet with big YouTubers, not you punk ass 175 and you 35 fucking viewers or you're 6,000. I'm talking millions, okay? And I've accepted the fact that they're not who I thought they were in the beginning. So for the most part, I leave them be because they'll never do anything for me. They'll never do anything for anybody who shares truth and who wants to wake people up or whatnot. We will never have a voice. If the most that you'll ever grow on YouTube, if you're a truth teller or you're exposing bad actors in society, you'll never grow past 40,000 subscribers. And if you do, it'll be a miracle. And some have, don't get me wrong, some have. I don't know how, what, where, and when they did it, but I know that they have. So, dealing with these people, I've learned a lot of things. I've had too many negative experiences with too many big channels who refuse to even share my name on their channel, let alone my story or stories or my experiences. So I've come to realize that the YouTubers are a bunch of phonies. So basically, she couldn't wait to speak to me, or Kim, your sister, about what happened and what was really going on. No, Nicole had to believe the assumption of Kate Crew and Snafu Snaps. Well, that's the great mental manipulation is all about. I don't know whether these people had literal training to manipulate others or if they're just natural manipulators. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But the bottom line is that they are doing what they're doing, and the government is turning a blind eye to them. And I hate to hear you say that you won't help anyone again because there may come a time where you encounter somebody who really truly does need help, and you'll have that bitter taste in your mouth because of fucking retarded Nicole, and somebody who could really use your help or my help, whatnot, won't get it because of the fucking Nicole. So maybe reconsider your stance right now, which I understand you're probably still pretty pissed off about what's happened, and I don't blame you. But you can always, adapt to certain situations with certain people if you feel, your heart talking to you and saying, hey, you know what, I should probably help this person. I say it all the time is that, fuck these people out on the road, these drivers, they don't know how to drive, they're assholes, they're scumbags, whatever, and I'm not letting nobody get over on me on the road, and then 2 miles down the road, I'm coming up to an entrance ramp, people are getting on the expressway, and I want to just say, fuck you, I'm not moving, you're gonna slow the fuck down, or you're gonna speed the hell up. It's your duty and your obligation to enter and merge onto a highway at the safe speeds matching or exceeding those that are already on the road. So, I don't blame you for being mad, but maybe, you do whatever you want. But don't lump everybody in the same shit pot category as her. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to, but just, follow your heart. She didn't break me, not by a long shot. She's just running her loud mouth, lying about me when she sounds just like Snafu Snaps. Well, she's the female version of Snafu Snaps, if anybody doesn't know that. Oh, finally decided to show up, huh, Tony? Fucking glad you can make it. Pull up a seat, sit down, take a break, take a load off, listen to the madness. Your friend was here before you. That's the thing, though. You don't want people to crash out. But if you try to give them advice, they don't listen. Look what happens when you try to give people advice. Well, I don't really... It's not my job to give people advice. Especially YouTubers. They're not going to listen to me anyways. Or what if your advice backfires, then it's you just have to let people be themselves, and if they broadcast it, you can watch it. Well, that's what I was just saying. It's not for me to tell somebody what they can and they can't do. It's their channels. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But I'm not immune to crashing out and going off the deep end when somebody fucking does some really stupid shit. But at the same time, I believe that I have faith in humanity as a whole, and I assume that everybody out here in the world is got to be at least a half a decent person, at least. And when they're not, it lets me down, and I say, yeah, well, there you go again. Allow myself to be fooled by the great manipulators on YouTube. Well, I don't let that happen no more. I rarely allow a YouTuber to be involved in my life. Not because I don't want them to, but because a lot of them can't be trusted. And when I say that, it doesn't mean that I'm talking about somebody particular, but when I have Snafu Snaps accessing my Facebook page when we're not friends, and I consciously make the effort to put all of my postings that have anything to do with my personal world, not the public world where anybody can see the memes and the whatnot. But when it comes to birth dates and pictures and family gatherings and things of that nature. I go out of my way to make sure that my photos and my pictures and videos or information or whatnot is protected as best as you can on Facebook, because my shit's set on private, and if you're not my friend, you're not going to see much on my page. If you somehow snuck through and we're friends, and I didn't know that we were friends, and you're trying to figure out stuff about me, yeah, you might be able to gather a little bit of information, but not a lot, because I keep my shit pretty tight on lockdown, because I know that Snafu Snaps was out there lurking for the past 3 fucking years. I've told my children. I've told my family members. I've told my friends, you know, if you start getting any weird shit happening, or people fucking with you online or whatnot, let me know, because I'll look into it. I'll fucking show me their social media, and I'll figure out who the fuck it is, and you know, put it in put an end to it. Well, so no, yeah. So Miss Gigi says that I wish I'd never found Marfugal News. I did not have anything to do with Marfugal fraud. Well, join the fucking crowd. I didn't have anything to do with Marfugal fraud either, but because you and I have, connection to him, because I think you were a mod, if I remember correctly, and I was his enforcer. I was paid to harass people for him. These people are going to make up whatever they want to make up so they can gaslight. And so they're going to say and do whatever they need to say and do to make themselves relevant. And I too regret meeting Marfugal. I had nothing to do with any veterans charity. I seriously had no clue. I heard maybe once. I don't even know. I remember. I don't even know if it was at the time that he was doing it, or it was after the fact when everybody was all upset. But I do remember saying, I don't give a shit. It's got nothing to do with me, and I don't care about drama. And that's what I said about it. That I do remember. I had nothing to do with it. Not one receipt will ever be produced by anybody who claims that I had anything to do with it. Was I on friendly terms with Marfugal and Mike Strutton, Bad Breath Mike? I don't know why you call somebody bad breath. You've been fucking sticking your face up in his mouth, but I'm pretty sure you've never met him. But to say that I was involved with veterans charity fraud because I was a viewer and I was on the channel in his live stream where I was a caller time after time, doesn't mean that I had anything to do or knowledge of or benefit from any veterans charity fraud. It's just a crazy fucking bitch and a crazy motherfucker who have nothing better to do with their days, because if it wasn't for the internet, somebody would be sitting in a hot fucking garage trying to figure out what they're going to feed their fucking alley cats and planning out their long walk to the fucking store day. And if it wasn't a fucking crazy bitch Mad Mystic in the garage hanging out, if it wasn't for the internet, she'd probably be hanging from a rafter right now, because she'd be so she's going stir crazy. And as far as the dickhead Snafu Snaps and his relationship with Marfugal, he was 100 times deeper into and associated with Marfugal and Dex. Why don't they find out what his text messages were? Well, if I was connected to Marfugal and I was involved in veterans charity fraud, crazy bitch Mad Mystic, with her fucking confessed relationship of 5 or 8 months, whatever it was, in his whatever it was, the channel, whatever is the platform I don't even know. That's how much I know about this shit. You know, like what platforms, what and whatnot. And so, what she was doing is she was all up in it. Mad Mystic was all up in Marfugel's shit, saying, "I'm gonna send you money for a T-shirt," and she never got her T-shirt. And frankly, this is all it's about to her, is that she got ripped off on a T-shirt. I don't blame her for being a little irritated and upset, but you involved yourself into some type of situation where you're mailing $35 to somebody that you don't even know who it is, and you're wondering, how come I didn't get my T-shirt? So I'd be more than willing to buy you a T-shirt. I'll send you a Bad Apple Media T-shirt, and you can wear that all around town there. How's about that? I'll send you a wife beater tank top with Bad Apple Media on it, and I'll send you a you want a V-neck or crew cut? I'll send you a T-shirt with my channel name on it. That'll make you feel better. So, I regret meeting Marfugel too, because I was chasing clout, and I allowed myself to get in too deep, because most of the fucking moderators were gaslighting me. Snafu Snaps was gaslighting me, even though I would have done what I was doing without any gaslighting. But I let them believe that they were, doing what they were doing. So, well, Toaster's gone. He's bye-bye. Howard Silverstein. Oh, what are you talking about? Well, Tony over here running with scissors, if she says that, you're a good person, you're probably a good person. So I'll take Tony's word for it, because I've known Tony for a long time, and I've known Lynette for a long time. So I will listen to their opinions on people. And what do you say? How do I get onto them? I've asked YouTube for help and nothing. Well, you're not going to get any help from YouTube with gang stalkers and people who stole your money or you donated to you. That money's gone. You're never getting it back. And clearly, it's probably more about the distrust that they showed you and whatnot. And my advice to you, Gone Girl, Gigi, take it as a lesson learned, a valuable financial lesson. Be done with them. Learn the lesson in that nobody on the internet is your friend. Very, very few people on the internet are going to be your true friend, especially if you have never met them in person. Don't think that they're your friend, and you can disregard my advice all you want. But my advice to you is that if you are not being gang stalked and they're not calling law enforcement on you, trying to get you in any sort of legal trouble, then chalk it up as a loss and move on. And just go and enjoy the internet best you can. And never donate money to anybody who, I wouldn't say deserves it or whatnot. Just don't donate money to people. Keep it. Let other people donate money to them. They don't care. All they see is dollar signs when they see your name. They're like, oh, they'll talk to you and go, oh, how are you doing, Gigi? Blah 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 blah, and they'll build your trust because they're manipulators. Tony here, running with scissors, and Lynette here has been subscribers and loyal viewers of my channel for, I think, 2000. You guys can say how long you've been following my channel. I believe it's like since mid to late 2019, and I've never asked these two particular or anybody on my channel to give me money or insinuate, I'm so broke, I wish I had $165 to get a license plate so I could DoorDash tomorrow. That's why she was also willing to allow me to send her money for a T-shirt. They were cash at me, bro. Get at me. Fuck you. I wouldn't give you a nickel on your Cash App. It was me just fucking with you. Oh yeah, I want T-shirt money. I'll give you T-shirt money. Yeah, send it to me. I wouldn't give you a fucking pot to piss in to throw it on yourself if you were burning. And I don't normally say that about a lot of people, but the behavior that I experienced with her is I don't give two fucks about that bitch. I hope she goes to fucking jail for a long time. Alright, so let's read some more comments. I thought we were gone for good. I was told they were. I don't know what you mean. The King Bao Bao, the problem is that you like to come in here and run your mouth. And you don't really give two shits about what's going on over here. So why do you even ask? My ex erased a lot of my life. Well, do you still chase after him and want him back in your life? Probably not, right? It's not an insult. It's just a question. So if you don't chase your ex back and want him back in your life because he owes you $9,000 and you think you're going to get it out of him, then why would you bother with the crazy bitch known as Mad Mystic 007 trying to, I don't know what. Her and Snaps, they'll not be friends with you and be friends with you and not and be back and it's this love hate and hate love and whatever, but you're not going to get that out of them. You're just a viewer, so you were used for what she could get out of you, and now the cash cow is over, as somebody said that you're a cash cow, and you allowed it. You know, whether you were manipulated or not, you allowed it. And the dude tried to manipulate me in many, many ways as well, but he couldn't do it. I would not allow it. So, I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody, but I'm saying that I'm better at recognizing a bullshitter when it fucking presents itself in my face. So, you guys should have recognized it too, or not. But I could see giving a couple of bucks and then going, damn, why did I do that? And then cutting off the fucking flow. But, you know, to build Jim and Tammy Faye Baker a fucking doghouse with air conditioning in it and a fucking built-in swimming pool, I think I'd have figured it out long before that. So, not attacking you, just questioning why people do the things they do. Now I'm messing with a tune, huh? I'd never tear up anyone's photos. Well, people do that. I had a stepsister that tore up all of my childhood pictures and my siblings' pictures because she was a jealous little girl who didn't like that our family had family photos when my mom married her father and they moved into our home. And granted, she was 6-7 years old, maybe 8, I don't know. She might have been, let me think about it. She might have been 10. But I remember the day that my mom caught her burning the fucking photos in the kitchen and leaving the ashes in the ashtray. And to this day, I've only got like 2 baby pictures because of her. Because she destroyed all of our photos that my mom had with, you know, the family. And because her family was dysfunctional, she was jealous and burnt all the fucking pictures up. Kind of like how somebody's jealous of other people having a mommy and sending them videos, a Snapchat video or whatever the hell it was to Lena, and saying, you know, your mommy and daddy ain't your mommy, because somebody wants other people to feel his pain. And that's why he lashes out at all of us, because he wants people to feel his pain. That's why she lashes out at everybody, wants us to feel her pain, and whatever. And you don't care what they do with Marfugal News. I didn't have one damn thing to do with fraud or anything about it, and I didn't know anything about it other than Snafu Snap's mouth. Right. So, to get back to that, how come Mad Mystic gives herself a pass? Because, you know, I bounce all over the place. I'm hard to follow, right, guys? I'm tired, and I'm ready to fall asleep. If you don't notice, I'm really tired. You guys, not you, but the insane wackadoodle bitch is I'm spending way too much time and not sleeping enough doing fucking YouTube shit. So if I was involved or Gigi was involved as viewers, I was maybe a little more than a viewer. I was kind of on the backside, knew the happenings and things of that nature, but that was the extent of it. I had their cell phone numbers and I could communicate with them off the air, but other than that, that was the extent of it. Or I was being gaslit by Dex and his wife Lexi, Mike and Michelle. So I rarely talk to Marfugel, rarely. And so when Nicole Michelle Riley accuses me and others of having knowledge of and participating in the veterans charity situation where there was alleged fraud, she fails to realize that she was all up in Marfugel's ass more than I ever was. Because she's sending money to the guy, gonna wear his t-shirts, the whole 9 yards. All I got was after I went and visited Squiggy and I showed everybody that I was gonna fucking put my money where my mouth was and I was gonna give him the opportunity to write a check that his ass couldn't fucking cash. And I went to Pittsburgh without anybody's knowledge. You were on the phone with me, were you not, fucking running with scissors for about 3.5 fucking hours. I still have the phone call. I've never shared it, and I never will. But, I save these things just because I save these things. And, yeah, I'm a crazy guy. I save telephone calls. Well, you never know when you're going to need one. So, nobody knew about it. I asked Tony, don't tell anybody that I'm going here. It's only going to be a few people that know. So don't spread the rumor around. Don't, whatever. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But I know the fact that I didn't do it at Marfugel's fucking request. I didn't do it at anybody's request other than God Almighty, because I was sitting having breakfast. I got the picture of me. I took the picture of my breakfast and I said, I'm blessed to have such a beautiful breakfast, and other people in this world and community would only be so blessed. And I hear in my head, go to Pittsburgh. And so I'm like, oh, go to Pittsburgh, okay. Why? Just do it. And so I fucking immediately ate my breakfast and went to Pittsburgh. So anyways, I ain't going to get into all of it, but if I had anything to do with Marfugel, then you, Nicole Michelle Riley, you were all up in the Marfugel shit. More than I was. You were donating money, trying to buy t-shirts, you name it. Snafu Snaps, oh shit, that dude, he lived to please Marfugel. Adam, he loved to please Marfugel. Anything that he did, that he posted, he would call me and say, do you think Adam would like this? Do you think Adam is cool with this? What do you think? You think he'll let me on the show? He was like that little fucking, the dog in the cartoon. Hey, Butch, Butch, and he had the little dog, like, yeah, what do you think, boss? What do you think, boss? Huh? Boss, what do you think? You think I could get in the ring with you, boss? You think I could help you, boss? You think I could, am I going to be a big dog one day, boss? Hey, can I get on the porch with you, boss? That was Snafu Snaps. He was always trying to please Adam Marfugel. Showing me, hey, watch this video and tell me if it's good enough. Do you think that Adam will show this on his channel? Because, I want Adam to know that I'm really trying hard to do what Adam wants me to do. And then when Adam wouldn't put his video on there, and he wouldn't take his call, and he'd go, oh, fuck Adam, I'm not doing nothing. He's fuck that motherfucker. I'm going to show him. I'm going to post his video. And one day he didn't want me to post. I'm sharing it. Hey, fuck him. You're going to tell me what to do. And I would say, you're only going to fucking shoot yourself in the foot by sharing these videos that you know that YouTube ain't going to fucking approve of. You're not getting back at Marfugel. You're blowing your own fucking toes off, you dumb fuck. And he continuously blew his own fucking toes off. Because he's a fucking retard. Marv still owes you a personalized hoodie. Like, I'm over it. What the fuck? Who the fuck cares, really? There you go. You can't imagine being that mad over a t-shirt. Well, I know that you can't imagine. And some people, no offense, But some people would say, well, I can't imagine that you'd be mad over, giving money or being duped. Because everybody's being duped. It's not about the T-shirt. It's about being duped, I think. The T-shirt is just, secondary when it's all about just being lied to. And I don't blame anybody for being lied to. But at the same time, I never allowed them to lie to me and take my money. I just wouldn't do it. The only time I ever shared any money was for Shauna's little TMJ thing, and she gave it back to me because I called her out on it. And so, if I was involved in Marfoogle charity fraud, then you, Mad Mystic, were involved with Marfoogle charity fraud. If I was and Michelle was, Nicole, Michelle, Riley was, a.k.a. Mad Mystic, Agent Orange Baby, if you guys were involved in it, I was involved in it, then so was Snafu Snaps. We were all involved in it. Some of us knew what we were doing purposefully. Others thought that they were going to become infamous. And how did that turn out? Well, you're definitely infamous. So, I had nothing to do with the charity fraud either. All I heard was there was more drama coming where Snafu Snaps was calling the dude with Veterans Charity and trying to act like he's a fucking journalist and sound like a nitwit and going, so you got this money and how much was it? Oh, there was thousands and thousands of people watching nightly. I don't know the amount. I'm just going to assume that it's with at least $10,000. That's the kind of shit that he would say. And people would report his fucking videos because he was attacking them with unfounded claims. Lucky he never been fucking sued for slander. So once he got booted from Marfoogle and then they cut up ties with him, he joined forces with Shauna on the backside. And was hiding that from me. Not my business, really. But he was playing double fucking agent. So, you guys think the Snafu Snaps is a fucking good guy? You're wrong. He's not. He's an evil fucking prick. He's got demonic qualities. He's got a black heart. He has no fucking sympathy. He has no empathy. He has no compassion for others. He is about himself. I just tried to explain this to Crazy Garage Dweller a couple of times the past few live streams that if your boy Snafu Snaps was legitimately wanting to make your life a better place, he would go out of his way to do it for you. But apparently, you had a man in your life and you didn't need him, whatnot, right, Mad Mystic? Whatever. So, if I was involved with veterans charity fraud, so was Mad Mystic, and so was Snafu Snaps. So, okay, if I was involved in it, then they were just as involved in it as I was. And I will write a confession down and I'll say, I know all about the veterans charity fraud, and it has been instilled in my mind. I've heard it a million times. I know what happened. And that man right there, that bad man who stole money from veterans, the guy that's got, half a missing ball or whatever it is, and he's lopsided. Yeah. You guys just keep doing what you're doing, man. I don't know. I was helping the channel and 2 families, that's all. Well, you shouldn't have been helping anybody. I get it. Yeah, I did get mad at you for sending me $5, Tony. The Willing Few is live. Well, go watch them. Get the fuck out of here. I've had enough of you coming in here promoting other channels. Get the fuck out and don't come back. Tony and Lynette, whenever you see the Sinful Toaster come back in any way, shape, or form, just continuously block him, please. He's not welcome here. So, and Jethro, you're getting kicked out. I'm going to teach you a lesson in traitorness. You're a traitor, Jethro. So, you come in here and you keep fucking playing your I'll sub to this channel, sub to that channel. Well, then you don't need to be here. You should go over and watch those channels. You're not going to come in here and promote other channels in my fucking live stream. You hear that? Who's a brown noser? Howard Silverstein, Mr. 9/11 building owner. Snafu Snaps mad. What's he mad about? He wasn't with that Atomic News chick with her. He was collaborating with her. Road got me. Can't imagine how Gigi got duped. I would appreciate it if you stopped calling me Road, Miss Gigi. My name is no longer Road. My name is now Bad Apple Media. Well, yes, it is a kick in the ass, but it's a lesson learned, and you're guilty of being stupido. But don't beat yourself up over it. You had good intentions, and no good deed goes unpunished, and the road to good intention is paved with fucking bullshit. So just remember that you didn't do anything wrong. And I'd say if you're doing anything wrong is that you're dwelling on something that you can't change. So let it go, Gigi. Not because I don't enjoy you giving that mad, crazy, garage-dwelling bitch trouble, but you don't need it. You got medical issues. Just go get your brain back to where it needs to be and fix the stroke that you had or whatever it is that you got going on. Stop fucking with them. Not like fucking with them, like harassing them. Just stop fucking with them, like dealing with them. Stop. Just pretend they don't exist. And that's the best thing that you can do for a narcissist is ignore them. The more that you feed into their bullshit, the more that they're going to give back. I know it, but I don't care. I don't fear these fucking people. I got some clown running his mouth. These chief handler, target deleter or whatever, like he's some fucking badass. Bro, don't fuck with me, bro. You can share videos and pictures and Google shit of people's houses, but you shared my shit. And this is what I mean. If I shared his stuff right here and everybody started fucking reporting him, you could get his channel fucking struck and get him down or knock it, bring attention to him and shut these fucking gang stalkers down. You know, that's what needs to be done. It always cracks me up when I fail to see my own sheet and someone like Road will say, well, Gigi, you know, people can't imagine how you gave her that money. I'm not trying to put you down, but, you know, yeah, he is a traitor. He goes over the garage dweller. I don't care if you guys go over there, but you don't say the things that, you know, show you support me. You kind of say shit about me with sleight of hand and you support her. No, you can't support both of us. So you might as well pick and choose, and I'll pick for you. Go over there. Snafu Snaps is a brown noser. I wouldn't say he's a brown noser. I would say he's a manipulator. No, I don't know if she lived in Mexico. She lived in New Mexico. I think Atomic News was in Texas. No, I think she was in New Mexico, in Arizona. Because Snafu Snaps couldn't travel far, and when he was with her, he was in Arizona. I got a heck of a tan. Well, there you go. Work on you, man. Well, like I was saying, anybody watch that fucking shit that I was over there with her? I'm not going to be on here much longer, another maybe 10 more minutes. Anybody remember, or not remember, anybody watch what happened over there and have, you know, do you think that it was epic journalism? Journalism at its finest? Did I expose myself? Did you find the proof that you needed that at least I was a participant in the veterans charity fraud? Did you get all the evidence you needed? Was my confession evidence enough, or what? Yeah, I'm committing veterans charity fraud, and funny that there's AI now does shit like recaps the video, and I went under the video and I recapped it like a summary of the video. It got shit right for the most part, but a lot of it wasn't. It was kind of funny. AI is getting really involved with the transcripts and like giving you a synopsis of whatever. Well, I know nobody. It was if there was any charity fraud, and I have no idea that there was, but I'm just saying if there was charity fraud, those who participated in it need to be held accountable. But I can tell you right now, nobody's going to be held accountable. Everywhere you go now, I go to the gas station, I go to fucking get a burger at the fast food joint. No matter where you go, the grocery store, no matter where you go now, here in Michigan, it's, would you like to donate? Would you like to donate? And I always say, fuck no. And I hit no thank you. And I'll say something to the cashier. I'm like, I'm not a cheapskate, but I'm not donating to fucking this cause because 95% of it is given out in charities and whatnot. Or not charities, but to salaries, excuse me. Well, why would I want to share all of that money I have in Switzerland? That's my money. I earned that money. What did anybody else do? Were they involved with veterans charity fraud? Do you think that they deserve anything? No. Hello? Yeah. I'd help people. I'm going to wait until it gains enough interest to make me a billionaire. A billionaire. So, speaking of the veterans charity fraud and Snafu Snaps being, all up in Marfugel's fucking shit, how come Snafu Snaps never shared any of his private conversations with the world? I shared my private conversations in text message with the world. Oh, those are all choreographed. It was scripted. You knew that you were going to share it 5 years down the road, and it's not real. It's not legit. You're just manipulating. And that's all you're doing. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm manipulating. Oh Lord, I am so fucking tired. I'm gonna crash out for real. So, nobody has anything to say about the veterans charity fraud confession that I made yesterday. Was that a sincere confession? Because the AI recap seems to think that I jokingly confessed to being a participant in veterans charity fraud. Even the AI can gather sarcasm and humor when a human can't. Ain't that something? Right. So I need to go to Switzerland and get at least another 100,000 out so I can just have some fuck you money. But hey, nobody's gonna respond to me and my epic journalism with the epic journalist. I just hope, Gigi says, I just hope everyone has some good rest and nobody thinks of any of this. Oh, when I go to lay down, I just, and I don't think about it until I wake up, and I'll turn my computer on, and I'm like, oh fuck, I got that Snafu Snap shit going on. I just hope everyone, I love the take. I try not to. Wait, let me read this again. Gigi says, I just hope everyone has some good rest and nobody thinks of any of this. I try not to. I love the lake. I'm out there almost the moment I get home until after dark. We have a lit pier. Sounds pretty cool. I thought you slayed her. Okay, well, I'm glad that you thought I slayed her, because I'm pretty sure that if I was to have been judged in a 10-round or 15-round boxing match with her, she'd have been all busted up, and I wouldn't have been touched. I wouldn't have had a bruise. I wouldn't have had a fat lip. I wouldn't have had a sore cheek. I would have had sore hands from busting her ass upside her head, metaphorically of speaking, because, you know, I'll be getting death threat notices again and threatening me. So, you can only do so much out here with these people until you finally have to do the casino thing and wipe your hands of them. Oh, my confession was as honest as it was the day is long. I'm guilty. Guilty as charged. I was a participant in Marfugo's veteran charity scamathon, and I stole not millions, but billions of dollars. And I live in an RV. Sure beats pissing in a bucket in the garage. Pretty sure it beats pissing in a bucket in a garage. Pretty sure. Well, I don't know if she thought it was real. Couldn't tell you. I can't tell you what goes through that fucking psychopath's mind. It's almost impossible to actually have a coherent conversation or exchange. Listening to her react to my videos is like, the fuck is she even? Does she even hear herself? I don't know. I guess that, you know, it's not for me to question. It's not for me to question anymore. I don't even know. I wish her the best. I really do. If you're watching this here, Nicole Michelle Riley, I truly wish you the best in your criminal endeavors. And I don't need you to worry about me, because I am a big boy, and I'm pretty sure that I wear big boy pants, and I pay decent amounts of money. I won't say big amounts of money, because it could have been worse. I pay decent amounts of money to have a mouthpiece. I could have done this myself, but there's no way in the world that they would have gave me any favorable decisions in any way, shape, or form, because I'm in pro se. Pro se, they don't do for a pro se defendant as they should, or excuse me, a pro se plaintiff as they should, or even a pro se defendant. They don't. You're like an idiot to them. You're wasting their time, and they'll shut you down quicker than lickety split. Well, you know what? That's what I'm saying, Gigi. After she revealed her true colors, that, you know, everything that she stands for, claiming that she's a truther, and she's been spewing off her Project Pogo bullshit for several years now. And I've forgotten more about Project Zypher and Project Pogo than she even knows about both of them put together. And, you know, I can clearly see that she's just a puppet doing what she's instructed to do for whatever reason. Whether she's legitly afraid or she's legitly game doesn't mean much to me. All I know is that she's doing it, and it's going to stop one way or the other. And if I have to, I will come to fucking Atlanta, and I will press fucking, well, not to Atlanta, but to your town, because I'm pretty sure I know where you live. I will come to your town, and I will press fucking charges, or I'll file a complaint and say that you're harassing and stalking me, and I want you to stop. And I guarantee you, you'll receive a fucking phone call at first. It'll be a cop or a deputy, and they will say, Nicole Michelle Riley, I am Officer, insert name here. I like to use Officer Sergeant Stadenko. Sergeant Stadenko here. I hear that you're conducting yourself in a manner that is unacceptable in societal norms, and I'm going to give you this offer to either leave this man, Bad Apple Media, alone and never mention his name again, stay away from him, don't communicate with him, don't get anybody else to communicate with him, or else I'm going to put a warrant out for your arrest and I'm going to come and get you. That's what I would love to hear. But after that confession where she's like, and she was dead serious about saying that she is okay with confidential informants ratting on other YouTubers to hem them up. She was dead serious. That wasn't a joke. That wasn't her play acting. That was a literal confession that once she opened her mouth, she realized, oh, fuck. So she couldn't change it. She couldn't change what she said because she clearly has been trained in psychological warfare. And I don't know if it's government-controlled sanction information or she had to go and find it on her own. But nonetheless, she doesn't set a very good example for people in her life, especially her children. Asking her if she wants to have a relationship with her children, and she refused most women, you women who have children, you know that when your children are brought up as a topic of discussion, there's going to be a couple of things. Either if somebody's talking shit about them, you're going to defend them, even if they're fucked up kids. And if they're good kids and somebody talks shit about them, oh, you're going to let the fucking person have it. Because you don't fuck mama bears, man. You don't fuck with their cubs. And so I don't know how many cubs that she has, Mad Mystic, but what I do know is that she's busy rummaging through the trash can and breaking into fucking houses to get her some peanut butter with fucking boo-boo. So she's not worried about fixing her problems so she can be reunited with her children for even if it's just temporary, on temporary basis on the weekends or whatnot. Nope, no interest. No interest at all. I know that she had her opportunity plenty of times when she doesn't want it. She likes the drama, she likes the bullshit, and she's getting a break away from her kids, and she's enjoying it. She's just realizing exactly how great life could be without her kids, I guess. And when somebody like me comes along and says, do you give two shits about your kids, or are you trying to have a relationship and build it? Nope. There's no conversation about that. It's just ignored. And then her next breath is, you guys see this? Oh my God, wow! Do you see this? You hear this? Okay. All right. People that I know that watch it and see it, they're like, why do you fuck with that? Why do you fuck with that woman? She's crazy. You can't fix stupid, man. And I'm like, I know, but there's a reason why I'm here. I don't know the reason why I'm fucking with her, trying to get her. Maybe if I push and I push hard enough, she'll understand that I wasn't lying to her. And when I say that I'm not lying to her, she just can't accept it. And that's, casting pearls before the swine. So there's just no fixing stupid. There's definitely no fix broken. So what are we to do? What are we to do? Let's just all ignore Nicole and do to her what I told Sean O'Connor what was going to happen to her when I got done with. I said, Sean O'Connor, when I get done with you, you're going to be all alone. You're going to have an internet channel with not one fucking viewer. I said, you're going to come on there and you're going to start doing your little Bible study shit, and nobody's going to pay attention to you because you're a rotten human being and nobody wants to be associated with you. So you tell Nicole that, and it's like, fuck you, Bad Apple, Fat Apple, Leroy Stallman. Oh, are you hurt? Are you triggered, Nicole, that I use Nicole, Michelle, Riley, Are you triggered? You're triggered, aren't you? You're triggered, aren't you? Huh? Yeah, you're triggered. You're triggered, ain't you? Ah, listen to her. She's so triggered. She's triggered. Oh, yeah, I was fucking my sister at 15 years old, my half sister. We was bumping uglies. And, no, that didn't cause no trouble with me. I'm perfectly okay. Uh, well, I got enough. I got enough dirt on Snafu Snaps to last me a lifetime. And many of you, I don't know exactly who yet, and some of you may very well be anonymous, but there are many of you who sent videos to. Apparently, it's videos. I don't know if it's videos because all videos. I mean, is it telephone? Because I haven't got no telephone calls. I just got a bunch of videos. So apparently, they've sent videos. I'm tired. I can't think straight. If you can't see, I'm ready to fall asleep sitting here. I don't know about the phone calls. Who called? If they called, did they leave a name? Did they leave a number? Because all of the audio calls, all the telephone calls will not be censored or redacted because they can't do it unless there's a protection order against a particular person. And then that would just open the door for, innuendo and conjecture that that's the name of the snitch right here. We got to figure out who that is. So she imploded yesterday. Clearly, is she live right now? Anybody know? Did she go live because I'm live, or is she gonna wait till I'm off and then go live and review my shit? Yeah, I know the toothpicks ain't gonna work. You're right. I'm working on about 20 hours of sleep all week. And I am fucking dead tired. I'm going to sleep until, I don't know. I'm going to get me at least 8 hours. No matter whatever time it is, I'm going to get me a good 8 hours. Hopefully, I'll get me a good 8 hours. I'm going to probably sleep until like 9. And then I'm going to wake up like a spring chicken and get to doing some errands that I got to do. All right. Thanks for checking, Tony. But, I've had enough, and I'm not hoping, because that's negative hope. That's addiction to hopium, and I don't hope. I pray that the good Lord takes her physical body and puts her in a jail cell and protects her from herself, because I truly believe that if everybody on the internet stopped paying attention to her, because sometimes nobody pays attention to her, and I can tell that it really bothers her. She goes on, hell, I do it all the time. I come on here, and I'm like, fire up a live stream and 2 people watch, or go 2 people to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 1, 1 to 2 to 3. And it would just keep doing that all the time. And Tony and Lynette can attest to this, because I'd fucking bitch about it. Be like, I'm so damn shadow banned. What am I doing wrong on here that my notifications can't get sent out? I'm not talking about misinformation. I'm not talking about anything. And it's just they won't do it. I'm on a fucking list of don't share his shit because they can't trust me. Not because I'm doing anything wrong, but because as soon as they fucking leave me alone, I'll grow and I'll start spewing information on them, which they don't want anybody to know. So, but anywho, I am signing off. 1:39. Maybe I'll do another live stream tomorrow at some point in time. Who knows? And I'll share some stuff that I've been wanting to share about these wackadoodles, and I'm pretty much going to try to separate myself from them, not because basically because I'm tired of dealing with them. I'm tired of listening to their bullshit. I'm tired of them gaslighting. I'm tired of all of it. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. Mentally and physically, I'm tired. I'm tired of dealing with half-brain nitwits. Now, it's kind of redundant, but I'm tired of dealing with nitwits. So, finally, Rip Curl shows up and he agrees. Where you been, Raymond? You been over there watching Mad Mystic, being her pal? Pal. All right, Lynette, what time is it? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what time it is, Lynette? What time is it? It's time to get ill. What time? Oh, we got. Oh, we're gonna have to go and watch T Reigns. He's jumping on my. T Reigns, is he watching me? His title to his video is Snapper, Planet X, and Mystic Sky. He forgot to put the M. Mystic Skywatcher, a team of snitches? Hashtag let's find out. Well, guess what, T Reigns? I can answer that question for you, and I'll tell you unequivocally, hell yeah, they're a fucking team of fucking government snitches, and maybe you and Lena are as well, and you're just covering your ass because you want to distract from yourself. You got Rat Blood over there. You got Concrete Cowboy over in his channel. The funny thing is you got Concrete Cowboy over there, which is cool. He can do that. But he emailed me and said, hey, here's his wife, Krista, said, this is my email. And you can call us and we'll tell you everything the Snafu Snaps did to us. And then I called them. They answered my call and they hung up. And I'm like, oh, what the hell was that all about? So I waited a couple of minutes and I called back to see if they would answer, and they sent it right to voicemail. And I'm like, huh, okay, interesting. So a few minutes later, I said, maybe they'll call me back. Well, then they never called me back. So then I sent a text message to say, hey, this is Bad Apple Media. Well, what's up? Or whatever I said. It's Bad Apple Media. And crickets. So then 3 days later, I think it was yesterday, maybe it was yesterday, maybe the day before, which I called them on the weekend, maybe even last Friday, I don't remember when. But I tried again and said, well, maybe they'll answer this time. And it rang 3 times and it went to voicemail because they're rejecting my call. So apparently Snafu Snaps got to him or whatnot and told him, oh, I was a dangerous man. But they have no problem with going over to T Reigns. And the Concrete Cowboy is claiming that YouTube finances a large trolling agency in the United States, Israel, and the UK. And then he says, I might know some shit. And he says, I thought so. I don't much like humans either. And so T Reigns, he'll delete this video. He'll put it on private because he doesn't want anybody to know what he says. And then so Concrete Cowboy says, I've been to hell. That's not what they say. It's unimaginable. Been shot something times, died once. Remember, the second time was just darkness. Yeah, okay. Then you better change your life for the better. God knows what they're talking about. I was running off a Backtrack OS and a black Arch Linux was given a OSINT program that gave IP as soon as they would hit my channel. I nailed them all. Sad thing is they were a few that were my friends. Oh, really? Amazing. You would be surprised at who are your friends and who pretend to be your friends out here. So let's back up. I'm gonna go lay down and listen to this while I sleep. Or go to sleep. It'll probably knock me out real quick. Tarek and his 10 minutes, 15 minutes of music. So we got Rat Blood over here talking about Satan giving dominion over the earth. No shit, Sherlock. let's see something here. All right, so what time is it, Lynette? Bite me? You probably already said that. I can't see the screen, so you said bite me, right? I'm pretty sure you did. Let me make sure. Yep, you said bite me. Gigi says, I hear you. I'm not my sister. And Jen, go in there. I'm not so much. I just want Snafu, Snaps, and Misty to stop the lies. Well, they're not going to stop the lies. So the only thing that you can do is to not involve yourself, which is I'm going to try to pull myself back as well. And Rata! Flying monkeys! So that's my only advice to you, is to pull back from these people. Don't let them drive you crazy. Don't let them get to you. Don't let them win. Don't let them win. Because it's not gonna help you none. All right, come on, my channel. There we go. My history. My history. Oh, that was it right there. Go back up. My history. Oh, that's not it. That's not what I want. Damn it. You guys know what I'm trying to get, don't you? I know you guys know you're smarter than the average bear. So when I find it, you'll hear it. There it is. There it is. I got it. I'm going to have to make it a part of my program here. Oh, damn it. Okay, so finally we're going to get to it. We're going to hear some bite me.
I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed.
You're gonna say goodnight, Bad Apple style. That's right, Bad Apple style. We know. What we gonna do? We're gonna say goodnight. Good night to everybody. So let's all say goodnight to each other. Let's do it. Everybody say it. Say it in the chat. Everybody say it in the chat. You say goodnight to all your pals in the chat. Love, hugs. If you mess up, fess up. Tell the Lord you did it, because you already know. You saw a lot. God knows all. God sees all. God hears all. So until the next time, ladies and gentlemen,
everybody quiet down now and get some sleep.
yeah, y'all quiet down now and get some sleep.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Mama.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Ben.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, Lynette.
Good night, Mama.
Good night, Tony.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Gigi.
Good night, children.
Good night, Lena. Good night, Snafu.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Michelle, a.k.a. Mad Mystic, Garage Dweller.
Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, Rip Curl.
Good night, John Boy. Good night.
Good night. Good night to everybody. Good night, PayPal me.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Good night.
Good night, Jim Bob.
I said good night.
Good night, Jim Bob.
Boy, you guys just ain't listening. He said good night. So, but anyways, y'all come back now, you're here. Y'all come back now, you're here. Right? Uh-huh. Y'all come back now.
You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my sight.
Oh, and I got one more thing to say. Fuck you, Snaps. Bitch ass motherfucker.